Yo, 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 yo. Happy, happy, happy Monday. Happy Monday, wherever you're listening, from in the city and out of the city of Ibadan. It is the lunchtime show. All right. So how you doing? How are you doing? And yes, the voice you're listening to is that of Lipskin. I call myself the red haired Santa. Okay, yeah, so this is L to the I to the P to the S, the C to the A to the N to the E, and yes, we are live on the lunchtime show. Okay, so just a quick reminder on what we do on the lunchtime show. We have like lots of beautiful things we do just to make sure that your afternoon is going super well, just to make sure that you're good, just to make sure that you're starting whatever you're starting, this afternoon well and on a good note, and also to make sure that whatever you're doing, you are doing really, really well. Okay, so on the lunchtime show, what do we do? Yes, this is a time where we try to learn, because it's not just enough to, do whatever we're doing. We can also be doing whatever we're doing, work, school, whatever it is, and learning whatever it is. Probably you're at your workshop, you're at your office, your space, your whatever. Just make sure that you're learning, and to make sure that you're enjoying some jams, some bedu, some very, very hot ones. And yes, we do honorable playlist. The honorable playlist is made up of 5 old songs, and also 5 new songs, and then we mix it up and make sure that you are having a beautiful one for your listening pleasure. What else do we do? We make sure that you win yourself something if you call in and answer yourself some questions, answer some questions, of course. And then we also make sure that you call in to greet your people, greet your favorite ones, your loved ones, and tell them how you're feeling, how everything is going, and how you feel about them. Tell them, that you love them, that you appreciate them, and just make them feel. You never can tell who needs the I love you or who needs the thank you so much for being by me and all of that. So yes, this is what we do on the lunchtime show. Once again, welcome.
Now the way you dey do me, you go wundo, you go wundo. From the way you dey do the things you do, it be like say you get plans for me and you. Me I no be the busy body way you sing, what a man can do, a woman can do. If you do me, I do you. Man no go vex up on the dance floor. Man no go vex, touch me, I touch you. Man no go vex, you say. Man no go vex, I say. Man no go vex. If you do me, I do you. Man no go vex. Step on the dance floor. So make you give it to me. I go give it to you. So make you give it to me.
Oh yeah, so what are we going to be learning today? What are we going to be talking about? What are we going to be hitting, on today? It's something that I feel needs to be talked about, very pertinent, considering the number of times we've been hearing some very disturbing cases of, this person did this to this person after a visit. This is what happened. Okay, I called this person over to my house and did this to this person. It's been a whole lot of stories. In the past 2 weeks. Of course, I really would not want to touch on those stories, but I want us to learn on how we can make sure that we protect ourselves, how we make sure that we stay safe always, wherever we are, whenever we're going out, and just to make sure that we're good, and our families do not have the cause to come and say, we're looking for lagbaja, we're looking for this and that. So yes, we'll be having loads and loads of things to say, tips to make sure that you are safe, like I said. And it's not just about your safety. It's not just about your safety. It's about making sure that you also share these tips to other people, to people around you, to people that you care so much about, because in the end, you matter to us so much, and that's why you are our honorable. So yes, when we come back, we'll be sharing tips to make sure that you are safe. Meanwhile, enjoy this music. This one by Wizkid. It's called Kese.
Almost say you go dance, Charlie me go dance, you go dance, you go dance. For the vibe I've been out for days, steady chasing the bar, they concentrate. Anytime I do, whether night or day, I day on my chase. Even on my leg, they go they dance to the bed, they go job, then go chop a J. Whether night or day, I dey on my J's. I dey on my J's. Kese, 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 kese. Kese, kese, baby, kese, kese. How many times they go tell the person? They know they pay to they learn the lesson. Shama ya baby, they beg. And it's a vibe anytime we did it. I don't get time, I don't get the patience. Spread the money, plenty. Dance, where do? Tell them make we dance, where do? Make it dance, where do? Let the music in the play, where do? Almost say you go dance, where do? Tell them make we dance, where do? You go dance, where do?
Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. It is still the lunchtime show on Honor 103.5, and I am your favorite girl, Lipskin. Okay, yeah, we're talking about safety tips and how you can make sure that you're safe wherever you go to, make sure that you're protected, and make sure that people do not, come looking for you for whatever reasons because, you did not keep to these rules. The first on the list is for you to make sure that you are conscious of your surrounding. Wherever you might find yourself, you need to make sure that you are conscious of your surrounding. How do you do that? Most times I feel that I have friends who tell me that Lipskin, you're always so conscious. Are you expecting any? Are you trying to? Is that something that you are you're not sure about and you're trying to always look back and look sideways and all of that? It's not because I am I'm expecting a very bad, thing or something to happen. I'm not expecting anything of such. Of course, I always expect good things and good vibes around me. But you need to make sure that you're conscious of your surrounding. You need to look right, look left when you're walking. Don't be the person who just walks and you just keep going and going and you don't even check your side. You don't check. You just keep pressing your phone. You're on the phone every time. You don't even look up. You don't even look sideways. Don't be that kind of person. Don't be caught like that. Because that's not a very good way to make sure that, you are conscious. I have a lot of friends who just, when they are going, they don't even try as much as possible to stop and look at locations, look at things happening. It's not a very good way to, start. Because there are people who might just be, following you. You never can tell who doesn't like you for certain things, for certain. Sometimes people don't even have a reason to not like you. So one of the things you need to do when you're walking, when you're wherever you are, whether you're in a bus, you are on a bike, make sure that you don't just keep pressing your phone. Make sure to always check your surroundings.
Dance, where do? Tell them make we dance, where do? Make it dance, where do? Let the music in the play, where do? Almost say you go dance, where do? Tell them make we dance, where do? You go dance, where do? You go dance. For the vibe I've been out for days. Steady chasing the bar, they concentrate. Anytime I do, whether night or day, I day on my chase.
Okay, so you're hearing that from Whiskey. Whether night or day, is always on his chase. So whether night or day, you should always be security conscious. All right, so I hope your weekend went well. I hope your weekend went good. I hope everything went as it should, right? So yes, we're still talking about safety tips and how to make sure that you are protected, how to make sure that you don't just, you don't just lose guard. Okay, so on the second tip, make sure to charge your phone. I tell people this. If you come to the studio right now, you'd see that I have a power bank in my bag. If you meet me anywhere on the road, you see I have a power bank in my bag. So aside the fact that I'm always charging my phone, I have like backup supply. Because of course we're in Nigeria, we know how these things work, right? We know how these things work. We know that, okay, if you're not very careful, you would have like power, outage. You'd have, please, can you help me with your charger? Can you help me with your cord and all of that? You might need, you never can tell when these things will come in handy. That's just the truth of the whole thing. Because sometimes you're somewhere and you are, not sure who to ask, what's going to happen. You're not very comfortable there. What can save you is your phone, and make sure to always have, emergency contact. I mean, on the phone I use, of course, I have a way I could just, tap my power button 3 times, and then it sends, my location to the 3 contacts that I, have on my phone. There are times where you might need to send a text. There are times when you might need to call. There are times when you might just need to check your location. Make sure to never be caught off guard. Make sure to always make sure that right, that you always have your phone with you. and make sure that it is charged. Don't just be that kind of person who doesn't charge their phones. Yeah, I have these people who are always like, when my phone is 8%, I'm going to charge it. Don't be that person, because you never can tell when that will come in handy.
Oh baby, she dey want like tsunami. She felt like Victoria Kimani. She carry and I'm at it. If I move, you move Versace. Give her tea, no better Cavalli. And the girls on the way down, and the girls on the like down. See the way that she go down. Number one on the countdown. I am a today. Oh yeah, paying day. Oh yeah, balance. Just a day when I'm street, so they say I'm a man so forever. I see them go put it on repeat. Oh, you drink all of my mommy, love the way that you want me. I dey battle your way so, I dey like it your way. You dey put me for go away, oh yeah, make you showcase. I get the money for my briefcase, so I enter the place where we relate. Oh yeah, I feel joke.
All right. You're still on to Honor 103.5. And yeah, we're talking safety tips to make sure you are safe wherever you go to. Okay, yes, we've so far, talked about 2. And then the third one, moving on to the third one, make sure that you have people that know where you are going to. Make sure you have people, who know your whereabouts. Okay, I'm going to the market. From the market, I'll be going to, the mall. Okay, from the mall, I'll be going to, visit XYZ friend. From there, make sure you have people who you talk to, who you communicate with, and say, okay, this is where I'm going to. Don't just be that person who doesn't have anybody who they tell their whereabouts. Oh, I'm an adult. Oh, I am this, I am that. Okay, I am, very strong and muscular, and I can do all things through the muscles that I have, and nothing can happen to me, and all of that. Yes, why is it good to always, say good things about, your life and everything. You also need to be careful, because I don't know why you're going out in this time and you don't even have anybody who can say, okay, Lagbaja told me that they were going, to this place and this place, and make sure that when you also tell people you're going to certain places, make sure that you go there and you do not also go somewhere else, because I have people who will tell you, oh, they're going to place A, and it's either they don't go to place A or they go to place A and go to B, C, D without any other person knowing. Don't be that person. Don't be caught off guard. So whoever you are, whoever you might be, even if you are the strongest man on earth, make sure to tell people where you are going to. Don't be that person who's always like, what's my own? I don't need to tell anybody. I like to be secretive. My things are my things and all of. Don't be that person. Don't just be that person, because, it's not going to be funny. It's not always, going to be funny if you really cannot identify. People cannot identify where you are, where you're off to, where you're coming from, and always have like this kind of routine where people can see. Because I'm the kind of person who, to a certain extent, if I'm not home, you can tell where I am. Okay, I'm off, trying to do my PR. Okay, I'm off here, to see like my best friend. Everybody, like people that are close to me, always know where, I'm likely to be. So yes, be that person who tells people where you are. Don't be caught off guard, and don't make people start looking for you because they do not know exactly where you are.
Joy is coming, joy is coming. Dupa, Olua, joy is coming. Only early in the morning. Dupa, Olua, joy is coming, joy is coming. Dupa, Olua, joy is coming. Only early in the morning. Open never, do what you wanna
day. I want to be shining one day. Yeah. Don't make that, don't make tender. I want to live for the one day. I want to live for the one day. Yeah. It's in a me, take it easy. Catch this on cruise for my cheese. You spoke one for the days. Come on for the body, know the breathe. Put on your shoe, make it stand that this. All your sorrow, make it dance them free. If you know be kalala, yeah. If you know be kalala, go to them Fuji. One man go, ijogo, ijogo, what you want, my jojo, ijogo, when you my jogo, and if you know be kalala, go to them Fuji. Odupa, Olua, yeah. Joy is coming, joy is coming. Dupa, Olua, yeah. Joy is coming, only early in the morning. Dupa, Olua, yeah. Joy is coming, joy is coming. Dupa, Olua, yeah. Joy is coming, only early in the morning.
On the 103.5 FM.
lótìtọ́ ni bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni gọ́níyà fíjì ìròyìn tó àmójúbà gbogbo aláfẹ́ ayé tó dé Subcam Leading Hotel and Suites ló ń ròyìn wípé ìgbádùn sodo síbì kan ju bì kan lọ. Subcam Leading Hotel and Suites, elegantly and centrally located in a secured and serene environment. Our facilities include cozy rooms and suites, spacious event and conference hall. Our restaurant serves delicious intercontinental and local cuisines, while our bar is stocked with all kinds of assorted drinks. Ní Subcam Leading Hotel and Suites, iná wa kì í ṣẹ́jú nígbà kọ̀ọ̀kan. Ètò ààbò gbópọn falala lẹ́ẹ̀ma lo Wi-Fi ọ̀fẹ́ láì níkọ̀sẹ̀. There is also laundry service and fully equipped gym. Seeing the say is believing. Visit Subcam Hotel and Suites today at Plot 3, Mechanic Scheme, opposite New Garage, off Ijebu-Ode Expressway, Ibadan, Nigeria. Telephone 090-6466-7569 and 090-4821-8600. Subcam Leading Hotel and Suites. In hospitality, we lead.
Do you need a reliable and super fast unlimited internet for your business and home use? If yes, iWorld Networks is your solution with our uptime affordable internet via fixed broadband. No data caps and throttling. You can enjoy your distance learning, business meetings, and family time with our reliable internet. With 24/7 proactive customer support and 99.8% uptime. We also provide connectivity for offices, schools, financial services, hotels, government, etc. Chat with us on www.iwn.ng. iWorld Networks, we've got you covered. Sign up and get connected today.
On the 103.5 FM.
Imagine that, pẹ̀lú gbogbo ìfẹ́ tí mo ti fi fún. Imagine that, kí ló fẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi tó bá lọ. Imagine that, tó bá lọ. Imagine that, imagine that, imagine that. Àfìgbà tó ṣe dandan pé kò ṣe mọ́. Imagine that, pẹ̀lú gbogbo ìfẹ́ tí mo ti fi fún. Imagine that, kí ló fẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi tó bá lọ. Imagine that, tó bá lọ. Imagine that, imagine that, imagine that. Every time I try to settle down and have a wife, every time I fail to make them smile, and every time I try not to make them cry, they turn and say goodbye. The very first girl really had the worst word.
All all right. You're still onto your darling radio station on a 103.5 FM, and it is the lunchtime show with Lipskin. And yesterday, what are we talking about? We've been talking, about how to make sure that you're safe and sound wherever you go to. How to make sure that you go out and come back in safely. Make sure that your people, your loved ones, don't come looking for you. And we've been giving tips, quality tips that if you've missed, I'm gonna say you might have to. What do we do? Okay, we'll recap at the end of the show. But then, if you've missed, you've also not missed, the entire thing, because we have other tips just for your listening pleasure and also for your safety. Okay, yeah. So, moving on. We want to also hear from you if you've had experiences where something saved you or something would have put you into trouble, when it comes to being safe outside. Like maybe you went out and something happened, and since that time you learned not to do certain things, or you learned to do certain things, or if you didn't do this thing, maybe it would have been a different issue, a different thing entirely. So we might want to hear what you think, what has happened to you, or what has happened to somebody that and also hear some tips here that you also have for us. In case you want to call in, the number to call is 0915 103 5555. You might also want to call 0704 800 1035. Okay, moving on to our next tip. Make sure that you do not collect any type of drink from anybody you're not very sure of, especially when you're out, like at a party or somewhere that is just you're very new around that area. You're not really sure what's going on. You're not with the people that you care about or that care about you, people that you love or people you can trust. Make sure that you're not collecting any gift from them, any type of drink, whatever drink it is, whatever food it is, because a lot of times people have gone out to places they feel safe, but because their foods have been laced, their drinks have been laced, it's very easy for them, people, just follow me, okay, let's just go here, and you wouldn't even be conscious of what's happening. You would just not be conscious of what's happening, and before you know what happened, you just follow somebody somewhere somehow. And if you're lucky enough to to get out of that situation, and they say, what happened, how did it happen, you'll not even know how it happened, because some of these things have a way they react to our bodies and all of that. So if you do not feel safe with anybody, just a stranger, make sure not to collect drinks from them. It's not a bad thing to say no. It's not don't always think you have to say yes or you have to be nice. Don't always try to be nice. It's not a good thing to always try to be nice, because you just might hurt yourself. So make sure not to collect drinks from strangers.
Girl, make I show you my bank account. Two-Face, I get it plenty to go around. So girl, make you dance when you hear this sound. Now we the puppy all over town. So tell me if you did down. Do you know? Say oh, me take all I go. Girl, I know. Some things that you do not know. Whether na traffic I be go slow. Baby, I promise I go still show. Spending money, Pablo. I suppose she locates, but I go buy Belgium. My money na alele, high pressure. But it's like she ma balaba, put on for high tension. You must apply your tea, big boy, you must supply plenty. Mismanage my funds on you, all I really wanna do is mismanage my funds. Mismanage my funds on you, all I wanna do is mismanage my funds. Alright, okay, then broke out for the vote.
All right. Moving on to another safety tip, just in case you find yourself outside somewhere strange, or you're just out just in a place where you're not so sure, what's happening over there. Make sure you avoid confrontation. I say this a lot of times. People always try to be the, what do you mean? Anywhere I get to, I can fight for myself. I can do this. I'm the area mama. I'm the area papa of everywhere. Please try as much as possible to stay safe. Make sure that you're not, getting some. Because I don't know why you feel like you just went out somewhere and you feel like, oh, you're the boss, and then you can have confrontations with anybody, even if it's the bike rider. Make sure to not have that kind of confrontation, because sometimes you are in a place where you're not very sure what the rules are, who the people are, what's happening over there, how united they are in evil, so to say, and you just go there and start trying to show your muzzle and trying to show that I'm an Ekiti man, I'm an Abia man, trying to like show your muzzle. Or what, I've got 6 packs, and 3 of these people cannot even do anything to. Try as much as possible to avoid confrontation. And so even if it's something that you feel that you're on the right path, okay, you're right. Maybe it's it's the bike man who is at fault, or it's the pepper seller who's at fault, or it's just the person who passed you and just use their shoulder to hit you, who is at fault. Make sure that you do not throw that temper tantrum. Just try to make sure you're not trying to like show yourself. That's just all I can say. Make sure you're not trying to be that person who thinks they can beat everybody or do anything to anybody and get away, get out of it very, very quickly and very easily. Don't be that person, because a lot of people have gotten into trouble not because they were wrong or anything. It was just because they did not understand their surroundings. I mean, you're going out to a place you don't even really know, and then the best you think you can do is to show yourself. Please try as much as possible to avoid anything called confrontation.
Yeah, I'm back at you. I'm back at you.
All right then. So yes, we're moving on to the next. I know that you are a fly boy now. You are the Pablo of Ibadan, and then you are a fly girl. You like to look good. Looking good is good business, and that's true. But there are times when you get to some certain places. Have you noticed that everybody you get, maybe you just went to a particular place for a particular reason, and you are looking like the king already. There just a few seconds, few minutes into the place, you know that you're looking like the king. You're looking so flashy, so good, so everything, right? Even though I'm not saying you should dim your light for others, but I'm here trying to say that if you get to a place where you've never been to before and you're alone, and you are, you're looking at some people's faces. Their faces are not looking so friendly. They're looking like, making it work, and all of that. Try as much as possible, if you can, even before you get into that place, to remove keep your valuables safe. If you're wearing gold, if you're wearing, some expensive things, wristwatches and all of that, try as much as possible to remove some of those things and just, lie low, like play like you're part of them for that moment. Of course, you still look fresh with those cuts and those, that beautiful hair and all of that, but try as much as possible to have less things that can be taken away from you, or, just that would make people get attracted to you in ways that you do not want, to get that attraction. There are places where you want to get that attraction. That's definitely, there's places where you want to get that kind of attention. Oh, you look good. Oh, I love your shoes, and I love your wristwatch. Oh, you're looking so fly and all of that. But there are places you really do not want to get that kind of attention, because the attention is not going to be good for you. So try as much as possible to keep your valuables hidden. And if you're in a car, I tell people, I don't know why you're trying to have your laptop at the back of your car, and you're parking at a place where you're not even sure what the security is like, just an open place. Why are you having like your phones and all of that beside your passenger seat? So why are you doing all of that? It's not even necessary, because these are not things that you should, how do I explain? These are not things you should keep open. Because a lot of people, even though they might seem like nothing to a lot of us, but these things are things to a lot of people out there, And what I tell people is one thing anything you didn't buy, anything you didn't buy, you don't even care about it. You can sell it at any price just to put food on your table, or, do anything. So yes, you have to be very sure that you're not flashy. You're not flashing yourself, like flashing your valuables, trying to like be the king amongst peasants, trying to, so try as much as possible to have this low profile when you get to some places where you know it's necessary. And if you know that you cannot do that, please go to places that match your energy. Go to places that match your energy. Don't go to places where everybody's looking one kind, and you are the boss. Sometimes it doesn't feel good that way. So yes, keep your valuables hidden.
Her biggest misconception of me is that I don't take her seriously.
He has an idea of who he would like me to be.
Sometimes it feels like, she thinks it's an investigation.
I really, really love him. And I really want this to work, but I don't think love is enough to sustain a relationship.
You call me bitch, I heard it slip. I cursed you out, I started this shit, but girl.
Are you serious right now?
Girl. You call me like 9,000 times. I don't pick up and you not give up like no. I don't wanna fight no more. I don't wanna fight. I don't wanna fight. What are we even fighting for? I know I'm not right. I don't wanna apologize. Don't give me roses, yeah. Flowers, they die and stink up the place. Don't want material things. What I need's a little more every day. I just want forgiveness. Forgiveness for my craziness. I just want forgiveness. Forgiveness for my craziness.
All right. all right. You're still on to Honor 103.5. Just in case you do not know, now you know. And it is the lunchtime show where we talk a lot of things. And today we're talking safety tips to make sure that you are well protected wherever you may find yourself. And yes, I know lots of ladies are not going to like what I'm about to say, but but sometimes this might come in handy, and you don't have to, lose guard, right? Okay, so there are times when we always like to, just like what I said, before now, and how we love to, be very flashy and out there. And one of the things like a lot of ladies love is the heels, the 6 inches heel, right? Okay, but sometimes you might want to do away with that if you're not very sure where you're going to. At the times when I tell people that if you're going to a place where you're not really very petite, it's not certain that the conditions there are like this or like this, right? It's not like you're going for a meeting, or you're going for a meeting, at there's a conference room and all of that. You know where you're going to. Okay, wear those heels, look good, right? Okay, but you're going somewhere you're not very sure how that place is going to turn out. You're not very sure the people you're trying to meet there, the circumstances, the situations, and all of that. I advise that you go on sneakers. Honestly, sneakers come in handy when you're not very sure of the situation. Just make sure you look good and smart and go wearing sneakers, right? Why am I saying this? Because there are times when you might need to do some jackpot type of skills. You might need to have some skills like that, because you need to move away from certain situations quickly, or you need to run away, or you need to escape, or you need to show your internal Usain Bolt. You need to show that hidden skill, that hidden talent sometimes, and you just do not know how. Especially those who wear things like gladiator heels, and that's that thing where you tie the strings of the shoe round and round and round up to your knee, and then imagine that situation where you have to like escape as fast as possible. How do you get to untie those things? Because you don't tell me you're going to cut it. It's not always very easy for you to say you want to cut it, even if you're not wearing gladiator shoes. How about when you're wearing heels and then you need to run away, and then before you even bend down to take off the shoes and run away, it's something else. Because sometimes you're also thinking, if I take off these shoes now, something might just prick my feet and all of that. So it's very much easy and safer to wear sneakers when you're not very sure where you are going to. So yes, another safety tip, do not wear heels if you're not very sure the situation. All right. This is the last tip, and this tip is something that you might find funny. You might find it. Why is she saying this? But this is very important. I think this is like one of the most important amongst the whole tips I've been giving you this afternoon. It is that you need to eat and drink before you leave your house. Before you leave your house to go anywhere, you need to eat and drink. Make sure you are hydrated. And there's a reason for this. Because if you find yourself in a situation where it's, flight or fight, flight or fight mode. How do you intend to run away or fight it if you've not eaten? How do you intend? Now, so this is sounding funny, right? But it is one thing you need to know. You need to eat and make sure you stay hydrated. And hydration is good in terms you find your situation. You find yourself in a situation where you are shocked by certain occurrences and all of that. It makes you, still feel like, okay, yes, you can respond to certain things. You can, run away or fight it, something like that. You need to eat and drink before. Don't be that kind of person who's always like, don't worry, I'll eat when I get back. Oh, 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 6 p.m., you've still not had breakfast. Why? What exactly is the color of your of your worries? Okay, yeah, so these are the tips we've been able to give you today concerning you staying safe and staying well and staying protected and making sure that you stay alive for your friends and family. Considering the number of cases we've been having of certain, harm to women and men and just people generally, you need to stay safe. It's a new year. You need to stay productive and make sure that you stay, just safe generally. That's just the only thing I can say. So yes, these are the tips we've given you, and we hope that you keep these tips, make sure that you have them at the back of your mind, at the back of your hands, everywhere in the front of your rooms. Hang them before you go out, so you can actually practice some of these things. You can actually make sure you practice these things. Some and or even all of these things. They are going to come in handy. You never can tell. And then share it with your friends, share it with your people, so that everybody can be safe in these 2025. Okay, yeah. This is where we call it, a day. This is where we draw the curtains on the show today. Thank you so much. Special thanks to you for standing by. Special thanks to everybody who has been here listening to this show, this particular program, listening to me on the lunchtime show. We thank you. We do not take your listening for, we don't take it for granted. We hope that you join us same time, 12:10 to 1 p.m. every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday on the Lunchtime Show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye-bye.